I'm your host, Gia, also known as Gia Singh. Thank you for joining us for another episode on Life After Bells. And today I'm with my gorgeous and beautiful longtime friend, Tenji. Hello, friend.
Hi, friend.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Tell us a little bit about who's Tenji.
Girl, where do we start? So I
Yeah.
start with it's the tense introduction. Tenji is a model, commercial model.
Yes.
A voiceover artist, casting director.
Hey.
I want to say actress, but I don't.
No,
think...
friend, give yourself the flowers that you deserve.
I
She's
don't
an
know
actress,
her
guys.
name,
She's an
yes.
actress. She's an actress.
I
You
feel
can
like...
catch her on Nandi the movie, Showmax. Ne?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
She's
just
an
don't feel
actress.
like I've, done enough to say that.
She's
with my
too
chest,
humble,
but-
guys. She's too humble. She's too humble. She's too humble. Okay.
Thanks,
babe. How we met. We were working on a...
It was on set.
Yeah, we were on set.
It was on set. It was for... Can we say the brand? Are we allowed to say the brand?
No.
Okay. But it was on set.
Yeah, we were on set. And
the vibe...
I was actually standoffish. Nah?
You
I was
were?
in my...
I'm glad you're actually saying it now.
I know. I know I was. I had my resting bitch face. And I was like...
Literally. And I remember when you hit me up for like lunch the first time, I was like,
what? Is it her?
Is
this my
she
boo?
likes me? she wants to talk to me? Like, what?
Oh, friend. She's overreacting, guys. She's lying. I was to myself. Can I put it like that?
You were.
I was to myself because you knew someone else that was on set with us. And you were friends with him. And I was just like, okay, she's with a friend.
That was the first time him and I shot together as well.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
It was, so we met at Wardrobe for the first time ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you guys were with the same
agency
management team.
Yes. So then we just
Hey.
vibes.
Even at Wardrobe, I was still to myself.
Did we go to the same Wardrobe? I don't remember.
Did I say? Yes, I...
Did we? I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
But also that feels like it was years ago.
It was, yeah.
So old. I feel so old, you guys. What?
We are.
Like, what is life before COVID? Like,
Girl, life before COVID was us vibing.
Honestly,
literally.
yeah.
And then COVID happened, and then it was 2 years. And then I got sick. And then we just... It was just a whirlwind.
Yeah.
Like, okay. We met on set, we became friends, and it's been gorgeous, guys. No lie, no cap. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. But hey, there was a time now in this phase that I was in. Shame, my friend. I can only imagine how you felt, because I literally pushed everyone away, and I pushed you away. And guys, she was consistent and persistent. She never backed down. She never pulled away. She was like, fuck you, bitch. You can push me away all you want. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm going to fetch you.
I'm not going anywhere. I am here. Pretty or not, deformed or not, your face looking like this or not, I'm here. And she, guys, when I tell you, there was a time where I literally shut out everyone. Literally.
Yeah, you did.
And she was just like, hi friend, I'm here for you if you want to talk. And she didn't know what was going on. You didn't know what was happening.
You never said
I never said anything to anyone.
And I was like, you know what? That's why I was like very respectful of your pullback, because I was like, you know what? We all go through our seasons. We all have moments where we just need to just isolate ourselves and have a moment. But I just started getting concerned when I was like, hey, first month, second month, third month, fourth, fifth month, sixth month. I'm like, okay, girl, now.
Am I being unfriend right now?
It's enough now.
Yeah.
Talk to me. What's going on? You know.
And that's when she was blowing me up. And I was like, Batung Tenji, can you just leave me alone? Friendly. Because she would call, you would text, and I was like, I'm not having it. Because, friend, the thing is, you know this vibe. You know this energy, right?
Yeah.
You know who I am outside of all of this. And, shoo. God damn it, guys, I don't promise not to cry. So if an eyelash falls off, if my eyebrow is like this, please excuse it. It's going to be very long, but we'll try to keep it short. How were you feeling? What were the emotions that you were going through when I muted you? Unintentionally.
Of course. So at first, I think like as human beings, we always think it's our fault. So I started like reevaluating like who I was to you as a friend. No, absolutely. I was like, you know what? Sad. Am I just like not inconsistent? Am I giving off the wrong vibes? Do you feel like you can't speak to me?
I didn't feel like I couldn't speak to you, but I couldn't allow you to see me in that state.
Yeah, which is understandable because I'm exactly the same. Like when I go through my dark seasons, I shut out the whole world. Yeah. You know, I go MIA and then I recuperate and then I
because I was MIA. I wasn't even in the streets.
No posting.
And we ran these streets.
Nothing. She was out of here.
I was like, peace, guys.
So I first started reevaluating myself. And I think like there was a time when I reached out and I think I apologized. Like the first thing I did was apologize.
And that's why, and I was like, fuck, she wants me to respond and I'm not going to respond. She's like, sorry, friend. I'm like, she's working on my emotions. And I'm not.
I don't want to let you down. I'm so sorry. I was like, if my energy is just being like crooked right now, it's a little too much, you know. So that's where it started for me. And then I had to take a step back when you responded and you were like, hey, I can't remember what you said.
I'm sure I was cold as fuck.
No, not really.
But compared to what we used to, I'm sure it was like, yay!
It was a different energy, but it wasn't, I won't say it was cold because it actually made me comfortable that you were able to talk to me that way because we're so used to us just all the time. And now Kia's having this like serious moment. So it literally made me feel like, okay, cool. Like she's comfortable enough to say,
friend, this is what it is.
Yeah, like I'm not okay. Shit's hot right now. You know? Like, and I was like, okay, cool. Feel it. Yeah, and I was like, okay, cool. Now, girl, you've said your piece. I'm not going to push it harder than that until you're ready to talk about it. Otherwise, I'm in your corner on standby until further notice.
Yeah, and she was on standby, guys. When I tell you that she was guys, she was a trooper. She was a cheerleader. Even when I got back to work, when I wasn't comfortable being in front of the camera. And I was like, friend! It literally took me 2 weeks after that. And I reached out. I was like, friend, how was I? And she was like, no, you were fine. I'm like,
And I wouldn't lie to you. And that's the thing. I feel like with what you've gone through, because you've literally had to recover from like day one. Yeah. You know what I mean? That you are extra, like, your critique on yourself is
hard, even. Yeah.
And so when you came in that day, honestly, it was like the normal Kia. Like I was just like da 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 da. Ladies and gentlemen,
she's trying to make me blush.
You know, back like she never left. You know, like I was so like happy about it. So I didn't even see anything.
And also the way you wanted to jump, but you were like, okay, no, this is work. You can't. You
can't do this right now.
You can't. Like, behave. Because I also wanted to be like, frick! But I was like, let's not scare the people. This is work. We don't know each other. Like, even when you were like, hi, friend.
I'm like, yeah. He was like, should I come? Okay, cool.
I'm like, can I come? Okay, friend, you can come. Yeah, but sure. I put you through the ringer, hey?
No, but honestly,
I
like
did.
I coming out of it, I think the journey in itself should be a reward because at no point, honestly speaking, at no point did I feel like walking away from our friendship. At no point.
And I'm so
did I feel
glad you
like,
didn't, eh?
No, not at all. Like
Because I was
honestly
literally going to come to
speaking,
your house.
I know.
Legit.
I know you're gonna be out of the gate.
And I
know.
I was going to bang on that gate. I was gonna be like,
I knew you were.
open. Open the
Literally.
fucking gate. I want to talk to you. And that's another thing. The thing is, you and I picked up as if nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Like we never lost track of time, nothing. And I'm
Facts.
grateful for that beautiful relationship because in everything that I had to go through, obviously there were certain individuals that I was like, choop, 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 goodbye, 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 goodbye,
Definitely.
and literally walked away without even saying a thing.
Definitely.
Looking back now, could I have handled things differently? Absolutely, because now I realize that there's no one-man island.
Yeah.
Um,
And you're human.
yes,
You're human.
I am human. I am imperfectly perfect. And also, friend, like the space that we in, the industry that we're in as well, forces us to want to push for perfectionism,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
So I think also that's why I couldn't let you see me looking unattractive, if I can say that.
I get that.
You understand? Because you were used to the pretty face,
Yeah, you're
the
and, like,
vibe.
Kia shows up, guys.
Yeah!
Hey, Kia shows up, ma'am. I'm just like, eyeliner, Nyana, mascara here.
Actually,
Kia comes out like, yo.
with a beat, and I'm like, friend, let's do this. Actually, yeah, think about it. I'm always the extra one
You are
between
the
you and
extra-
I.
yeah, absolutely.
Because she, guys, she always says, I'm the bougie friend. I'm her bougie friend. Like even everywhere we go, she's like, friend, you're so bougie. Like, but I'm ghetto bougie.
And it's cute. It's hella cute.
But
It's
the ghetto
part of
side
who
is
you
not
are.
everyone that's not a side that everyone sees. She sees it a lot. But I'm more bougie than ghetto. Which is true. Every time she's like, oh friend, you're so bougie. I can only be here with you. Only
Literally,
you.
like, there's no such thing as lunch without a reservation. Without
Yeah.
like no, you're not just walking in. No, she's calling like 2 weeks before.
Like I'm like, hello?
You know, it's on the schedule, it's on the calendar. The table is chosen. It's like, oh, okay. Whew.
Wow, friend.
Here I am in my
Yeah.
jeans over here. My mom's heels, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Sorry, guys.
I
Oh my
honestly
god.
appreciate that side of you. Honestly.
Actually, this is very rare that you see me in jeans.
That's so true. That's so true. That is so true. This is a moment, guys.
It
This
is.
a moment.
It is.
This is a moment.
It is. She's never seen me in jeans. Like literally, you can count on one hand. Né? Yeah, I'm mostly dresses
Facts.
and pants, but mostly dresses.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a girly girl when I want to be.
You are.
But yeah,
I'm more the rough rider. Yeah. Like,
she is. She's like,
pull up where? Okay, cool. Say less.
she's like,
I'll be there.
this girl with the most minimal makeup. She's like, and I think me being in her life, she's like, yo, okay, let me be a girl.
literally. And that's what I was saying. I know I've said this to you a lot, but I appreciate your friendship because it makes me want to get my shit together all the time.
No
All the
pressure,
time.
friend. No pressure.
No pressure.
No
It's
pressure.
necessary. Pressure is necessary. Because if it was up to me, ma'am, I would be in my sweatpants right now, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow,
I'm not gonna
Dizzy.
lie. I'd be wearing
She
Crocs.
is. Yeah.
Respectfully.
She doesn't care. Sandton, wherever we are, Hyde Park, Shapari Crocs. And I'm like,
Finished.
friend,
Why?
no. And I was just like, No, friend, I love you and I want you to be who you are now. Not Lena. Not over here. Like, can you afford? Even, you understand? Even just mascara, brush out the eyebrows, lip gloss, and let's go.
And you know why? It's because
Go.
work is always makeup.
Yeah, and it's exhausting.
Yeah, so it's just like on my days
exhausting.
off, ma'am, I just want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want to talk to you, my friend.
And be like, declare, let's go. And I'm like, hi, friend, not in public. Please. And like, even sometimes you'll be like, friend, how do I look? I'm like, no, you. She's lying. You look. Because I can't be like, I'm not afraid. Until, like, every time we meet, I'm like, friend, I write to her, please look like a goddess that comes from the sky. Yes, that was literally the last message last night.
I can't wait to see you looking like a goddess.
Yeah, literally. I was like, look, put the effort. Fuck out the effort. It's not track pants. No, not today. Not today. No, but okay, let's be serious, guys.
Right.
Ish, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Now that's out the way.
Okay, you were saying that you felt like was it your fault, blah, blah, blah. Okay, then how, me explaining to you what I was going through, how did you receive that?
Firstly, and this may be my ignorance talking.
No, it's fine.
But
no judgment. This is a free, safe space.
No clue what you were going through like, at all. I've heard about it before.
Oh yeah, friend, yeah. I didn't.
Oh, wow.
I didn't.
Wow.
It took me
by surprise.
Yeah. And going through it, and that's when I was like, okay, what is this?
Jeez.
Literally.
That must have made like another layer of trauma to the whole experience.
Friend, everything.
Imagine? Yeah.
Like, next time I go dating.
Of course.
Next time I go dichomi. I had my family was even like close family, not even distant family, like family that's around, like my mom, my dad, my siblings. Yeah, I just I didn't know about it. I knew about it when I got ill.
I think that was part of the shock as well for me, like when you told me about it, because I was like, Kia,
yeah,
how, like.
Because literally, we were together 2 weeks or a week before.
A week before. We went out for lunch and
yes,
everything.
A week before.
Yeah.
Guys, you are good. We went out for lunch. We were always eating. We were always vibing.
Nice things.
Yeah.
Nice things.
Nice things.
You know?
Yeah. Literally, it was a week.
It was.
It was a week.
You picked me up from home and we went to... Can I say the place? That place.
We went to a nice place.
A very nice place.
In Pretoria.
Very nice place.
Was it in Pretoria?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was in Pretoria.
Beautiful drive as well. But when you told me, I was so shocked because also like, I think people usually associated with like an older person or like elderly people who get it. And so like when you told me, I was so shocked. I was so surprised. I wasn't scared for you though. I think that was the big thing.
Really?
There wasn't fear when you told me for some reason.
I was scared.
I can imagine.
I was scared as fuck.
No, being on the outside, it's
and you know I'm not scared of shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Being in that state, I was like,
I don't know if it was like God or whatever, but it really, like, I didn't have fear when you told me. It was just like, okay, this is her season. She's going through this, but she's coming out of it.
What would you have done had you seen me like that? Legit.
It probably would have been tough.
Yeah, it would.
It probably would have. I would have.
You would have cried.
I would have. I would have cried at home.
Because you're strong.
But it would have been tough to see you like that. But at the same time, it's like that's what friends are for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just about the lunches and the nasty.
Yeah.
But you know.
And she took my punches. She took my punches. You took it. Okay, so where are you now? Now that you've seen me,
Firstly, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Like, let's all do this 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Okay? Firstly. Secondly, I told you you'd be fine.
Oh my God.
I told you.
Yeah.
You know, I prayed for you also. So there was
Yeah.
also that part of my faith that was also part of that. You know what I mean? So to see you come out of it and have a whole new perspective like of yourself like this. You know, it's not easy.
It's
And that's why I keep saying to you, like, don't be hard on yourself. Like, we know Kia is a perfectionist.
Yeah. And she's like, no, friend, don't rush.
Yeah.
Getting back to work, it will wait.
It will wait.
And I'm like,
if it's meant to
no,
be,
it's because when now you are working. That phone is just like kidding. She's making bank. She's making money.
Don't say that. And then who's gonna hire me? I still need money. I still need to be booked, you guys. Don't listen to her.
Yeah, and sure, with all the emotions that I was going through, I'd obviously see the good things that were happening for you, but I couldn't show up for you, right?
But that's also another thing, though. I feel like we show what we want to show.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We show what we want to show because in between all those layers, there were other things happening.
And I'm sure you were sad because you knew that I would have been front and center there with you, and I would have been like, guys, that's my friend.
Of course.
She's killing it. Hi. And she's still killing it, guys. She's still, by the way. That's my friend. But I was mute.
Yeah.
And I could imagine that in all the calls and the messages that you were getting, congratulations and blah, 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 blah from, I wasn't one of the people that were there, right? Did that affect you in any way? Then, obviously no, we're good.
I think one thing people don't talk about is like the people you want to celebrate things with, you know? And so like that external validation is great and everything, but it's the people.
And we became sisters more than friends.
Yeah, you know?
Because it went beyond friendship.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and like
because we spent a lot of time together.
Sharing things with you that like, you know, certain ups and downs that I've been through and stuff like that. So for me, it was like, okay, everyone's like, yeah, I love that. But it's like, you know, where's my where's my heart?
Because literally, when people saw me, they'll be like, okay, this is tall ass girl. She should be behind her or beside her somewhere. She should be. Where is she? We can't see her. And I'm sure with you as well, there's certain individuals that were starting to see me with you, and they're like, They probably wouldn't have said it, but they were probably thanking it, and their heads are like.
But that's the thing. I feel like in a lot of friendships, there's a lack of consistency.
Yeah.
You know? So when it came to us, it was like, no, we spoke about it.
Yeah.
We know why this is happening and why
we had a tough call.
Yeah, we had a
I was even getting emotional, and she was trying not to get emotional.
Very tough
like my voice was even cracking.
I was pacing that,
and she was like, and she was holding it, and my voice was like,
I was pacing through that conversation. No, Kia,
it's fine.
No, babe, it's fine. You know.
And I was like, no, fuck it. It's not fine. We're going to address it. We're going to talk about it. And because it was going to be an elephant in the room at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It was something that we couldn't sweep under the rug.
Yeah.
And I just want to say I'm sorry for abandoning you. Because I literally did. I literally abandoned you. Like it's like we were like this, and then literally I dropped. I was like, because that's how quick everything happened.
Yeah.
That's how fast it happened. It didn't even give me a time to breathe. I couldn't even put my thoughts together. I was just like, hey.
But there is no like rule book to how to deal with these things.
Yeah, there isn't.
You know? There really isn't.
There isn't.
And you could only do what you could.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that you're sitting here now and we're able to talk about it after the fact and like, you know, look at you all face done and everything.
I said, what's wrong with you?
Like,
What is wrong?
I'm gonna tell you facts.
You'll never see me looking like my problems. Point number 1.
Forever and always.
You will never. You will never.
Never.
And I'll still rock up and I'll be like, hi, friend. But she will be like, okay, there's something happening. Why is she so up?
But we're in the same WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'll cry to you, but I would never cry in front of
Anyone or everyone at all. So, how I felt when you were not there, when I put you go island base. Fuck, friend, I felt like shit. And I'm not buying your face. I felt like crap. Like I was talking to my mom almost a lot of times. I'm like, Mom, I want to call her. She's like, call her. It's like, nah, I don't want to talk to her. I really don't want to talk to her. And not that I was angry at you or anything. I was just like, nah, she doesn't need this negativity and this darkness, you know? Because I know the kind of people that we are. But I was like, nah, man, that's my goal. If she can be there for a lot of other things, she could be here for this. But I was like, this is, if it was heavy for me, I could imagine what it could have been for you.
But that's the thing. It wasn't about me, and that's what I said. Like, remember the first few weeks of us like drifting apart. I was like, look at this, I did something. It's my fault. She doesn't want to be around me.
She couldn't breathe.
My goodness. And then once we had a conversation, and I realized, wow, like my friend is really going through something. Like. Literally,
it was a lot.
Yeah, and I put myself on pause. I was like, "This isn't about you." Like, this we will.
Because there was even times when I would lash out at you, and I was like, "Why are you with other people and posting other people?" That's how emotionally unstable I was at the time. It's still on and off now because there's still certain individuals that get the back end of the stick. Yeah. Because it's still a journey. But I'm a whole lot fucking better. Guys,
we see it fully. We see it.
Hello.
We see it.
So I was just, there was a time I was like, so you're out here, you're having fun with other people. And I'm here in the pits. Okay. Right. And she was like, no, friend, as geese, it's not like, I'm like, no, don't apologize. Do not apologize.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's okay. Live your life without me. Live it. But it's not going to be as fun as me.
Yeah, exactly. I knew you were saying it in the back. She was like, it's fine.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's
fine.
fine.
Be as bougie without me.
No, not as bougie. Guys, she's lying. Not as bougie. Not as fun is the word. As it would have been with me. But I was just like, okay, you're just being a petty bitch. Stop it. She loves you regardless.
No, of course.
But because of that dark space that I was in, I was just like, at some point I was angry at you not reaching out to me. But I was the one that put you there. And I was like, takes 10 steps back. But I was like, because at some point, then you went mute. I was like, oh, she's replaced me. Guys, I've been replaced. Like she was no longer blowing me up. She was no longer like. And then it happened randomly one time when I think I was sleeping, and I woke up to her message because my phone is very loud. Like even the vibration is like. And I woke up and I'm like, oh, okay. And she was like, hi, friend, I'm just checking up on you. And I was like, oh, do I respond?
You still hadn't told me what you were going through.
Yeah.
Even in that moment, you still hadn't told me. Like, we were just dealing with emotions. We were still just dealing with emotions. Not even the main problem, just emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to say it, but I couldn't say it. Even the words, friend, I have Bowles palsy.
Yeah.
And then it would have been a follow-up question of, what's that? And then having to explain, it's this. My mouth is like this. My face is like this. And, sorry, I was just like, oh, no, I'm not doing it. Not today.
Yeah.
And I was just like, nah. But even getting back to where we were, obviously we're not going to get back to where we were because it's a lot different now.
But I think
in a sense
growth,
that
though.
I've grown.
Yeah, I think that's
sorry.
Growth.
Yeah,
I don't think it's like
because we friendship
left or missed.
Not that we friendshiping different, we're still friendshiping the same, but it has a lot of growth.
Yes.
A lot of growth.
Which is more realer though.
Yeah.
I feel like I appreciate it.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Because I think it was first at surface level.
Yeah.
It was like, this is what I want her to
Yes.
see. And this is what she can only see. But now it's like, welcome to my world.
Baby.
It's the real shit. But yeah, it's been crazy, friend. Hey, it's been insane. But I'm glad we're here now.
Do you feel like with certain friends, including me, you would have wanted to tell us earlier? In retrospect, now.
To know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But there's also certain friends that I'm glad that they're still not in my life, even after the fact. But with you, yes, I would have done it differently. Definitely,
Yeah.
I would have had you there for everything, like everything, not just the bits and pieces that I brought you in for or I shared with. Yeah, the little glimpses.
Yeah.
But I think I would have liked you to be there for. But also, friend, I know how busy we are in work.
Yeah, but that's the
And
thing.
also, I was
though,
thinking,
guys.
"Gore, she's not gonna have the time.
No.
Because at the time it was mcholo, it was work, then me, and then family, and like
But that's
I was
the
also
thing, guys,
thinking
like,
on your behalf. Gore, she's not gonna have the time. She's
I've-
not.
I've got, especially this year, I've gotten to a stage where like I'm much more vulnerable. I'm much more like trying to find the balance. Because at some point you were right. Like you saw me like
Yeah.
work was fest and then everything
Thing
else
else,
follows,
yeah.
you know. But
And at least we work in this. I guess us working in the same industry. That's why we got to see each other as much as we did.
Yes.
I think if we were in different industries,
would have been harder.
yeah,
Yeah. But like now, like, you know, getting closer to my 30s.
Ooh.
You know, you start to realize like what the more important things are.
Yeah.
You know, like what you make time for the things that you
Oh
want to
shit!
make time
Why did
for.
you have to put age in that?
Because man,
like,
it's real. This is real life.
like you making us
life.
old.
Man, life is making us old. Babe. Like that's the reality. We got call it to tomorrow. Some of us are dead.
Then we're gonna get the. When are you having kids?
Yo, child, has it not already started? Has it not already started?
It started when we were 27.
That time I'm still like eating 2-minute noodles. Like, wait, child, wait.
Always. Yeah,
But,
kids, marriage.
yeah.
It's that time.
It's coming, but that's the thing. You need to make time and space for the things that you need to make time and space for. And I've learned through lessons that like friends are important.
Yeah.
You know, especially female friends.
Especially
I had that
can we
importance.
talk about the quality of friends? Not because a lot of people focus on the quantity,
It definitely is not that.
the quality.
The quality.
Because we literally have. Well, I can count on one hand.
Ma'am, what? What?
On one hand, and making time for that is demanding. But with us, I think it's easy because we spend a lot of time together, even on the phone.
Yeah.
It's like we literally saw each other yesterday, kind of vibes, you know. Is there anything I could have done differently where you and I are concerned? Yes. Have you there more? And you see the vulnerable side that I only brought you in late for, but seeing it from the word go would have been a treat for me, but pain for you. So, hence why I'm saying I had to take that decision for the both of us.
Yeah.
And be like, nah, she's not emotionally ready for this. Because I wasn't.
Of course not. But
I wasn't. And I thought, "Gore, if I, the strong one, can't, then she's going to crumble."
no. But
And you
I
also
think-
strong.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, you know, like ma'am, like I would have walked to you.
I'm giving you the credit.
You know,
and I'm
I
giving
would
her
have
her
walked
flowers.
to you. You know what I mean?
She is strong, but
Like-
I was like, because if it punched me, then I was thinking, "Khare, then what is it gonna do to her?
But I think
You know?
walking the journey with you would have been part of our strength. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're still
as
walking
much-
the journey.
It would have been painful, of course, to see.
Yeah.
But like I said, like you were scared, but I wasn't scared about what you were going through.
I wasn't even scared. I was petrified.
Exactly. But
I was like, I'm not even gonna look the same again. I was making peace with it.
I knew that Kia was gonna come out of this. Like I promise. Like it was like it was like there was. This, I don't want to say it's confidence, but it was like not even comfortability, but it was just like she'll be back. Like it wasn't a thing of like, oh my goodness, I'm losing my friend.
Yeah.
And now like we're never gonna.
I thought I was
like,
dying
I can imagine
before I understood
but
what it was.
What like how it would have been different if I had that confidence or that like no fear walking the journey with you. To remind you that like girl, you're
This
going
is
to
who
be
you
okay.
are.
Yes, you're going to be
Be
okay.
okay.
This
Yeah.
is just a season. You are a warrior. You're coming out of this. You know?
And you're very good at that, hey? You're very good at making things seem what they are not. Guys, she's very
They
good.
are not.
For what they are not. Because you would have said, friend, we are getting through. And at the time, I wouldn't have felt like I'm getting
of course
through this.
not.
At the time, I was going to be like, Tingy, shut the fuck
Of
up.
course.
You understand?
Of course.
But obviously now we would have gotten through it to the tunnel, to the last, to the last. But sure, guys, we've come a long way with this chick. Eh? Me and Tenji, we've come. She's seen me go through even the most irritating relationships that I had to go
the
through.
dreads even.
Yes,
Before the big chop, girl.
Yes.
And you
Even
kept
for that,
1.0.
I surprised you because
You
I even
did.
kept it quiet. I was like,
Yes. It was like a big reveal.
yeah, and I was like, "Zoop." And she's like, oh my god, you look so nice.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're never gonna say I look like shit in your eyes.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah. So with the dreads, also I was still each when I thought I was hot, when I thought I was pretty, and I was like, you can't touch this, you know. And then the big chop came, and then this came, and and even when I was in the most annoying relationship ever, I was just like, I swear, if you could,
I saw it. Okay,
it's
sorry.
Ty. Breathe.
I saw him like
Last week. Oh my
god.
No.
2 weeks ago.
Friend, we're not talking about this on camera. And
He was like, hey, I'm sorry.
did you know?
He was like, hey, and I was like, oh,
It's you.
hi.
What do you want?
Exactly. Like, excuse me.
Nine
Why are you talking to me? Why?
And I remember it was one of those, you see, emotions again. Because I killed you. I was like, okay, they're working on a shoot together. This is disaster point number one. And I remember I was mad at you. I was like, how do you go and follow him?
I knew it. And I even sent you a screenshot. I'm like, ma'am, I swear to
I
you.
took a screenshot.
I swear
And I was
to
like,
you,
how the fuck do you follow this idiot?
it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
And it was the many emotions. Yo, that's why I'm saying I put my friend through a lot. And I'm sure at some point in her life, she was like, Mara, a chick of your caliber, why ucholali moto also?
For real.
Like, this is like
how is this person making me crumble? What? This person?
no! He never made me crumble. He didn't, friend.
People,
No.
why is this person stressing you? Let me just
Yes.
put it like this. Why is this person stressing you? What is this, like, standing in front of me?
what is this?
What is this?
Who are you? Like, what am I looking at? Yeah, you are drop dead. Yumminess. But outside of that,
you don't qualify, sir.
you don't.
You really don't.
You don't with the accent. Yo, what's up,
Oh
Tunji?
my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was like, just please just sit there and wait your turn.
Please. Because I'm sure those were, if you could have been like, were you high? Like, why? Why did you allow him in our energy, in our space? Like, for what?
For what?
Like, and that was also, I don't want to say that was when I was feeling down, because he just brought a horrible side out of me where even my emotions were up and down.
Yeah
because my energy is what carried that situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if I was having a good day, then best believe we all gonna have a good day.
Yep.
And if I was having a shit day, then fuck you, dog. Literally.
Literally. Yep.
But I be glad we paused that. Hey?
Very glad. Does this mean that also our taste has changed? What does this mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
But I think this time you're gonna be like,
Really?
Yes. Legit.
Really?
Yes. You're gonna be like,
Okay.
Yeah.
I like him already.
Yeah. But you know him. You do know him.
Do I? Kia, do we need to go for an ad break?
No. Anyway, back to us. You wanna mind distract? Back to us. Moment of silence. I'm just thinking how far we've come. But damn. What do you wish you could have said to me then that you couldn't, that you can say now?
That I'm not just here for the good times. Yeah. I think, because I'm also a very emotional person. And I was also scared that like, oh, she's going to be like, oh, Tenji's so emotional. Like, go relax. Like, it's not that deep.
Yes, because I was that person.
You know
I was
what
like,
mean?
friend, it's not that deep.
Yeah.
Like, let's breathe.
Like, yikes, So
yeah. I was actually more
scared.
emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
Now that I look at it.
Yeah. So I was scared to like share how much I cared about you.
Oh,
you.
guys, this is it's not just the friend. It came with Jolo. I wanna now like she was scared to be emotional.
Yeah, I really was, because I was like, I really care for this person. This is more than a friend to me now. And I don't know if she's able to receive like my love and like how much I appreciate her, and I think that was probably the thing I wanted to say
was
the
the
most.
human being that could give you that advice, but I never followed my advice.
As always.
And my advice is always like truth syrup. It's like so beautiful, and I'm like, wow, I can say that
myself.
Yeah. Yes, sorry friend about that.
I would have wanted to be a lot more like sharing and open and vulnerable with you in terms of like making you sure you know how much I love you and how much I care about you, and not just our dates and our like joyful times, but like I also want to wipe your tears, friend. I also want to be there when you chop your hair. I want to hold your hand. You know what I mean? Like all those extra stuff. I feel like I was scared to say those things to you.
Why?
I think it's a twofold. The one side is just like everyone is so used to me being like, "Hi, it's Tenji." So that side, I feel like
I think that's why it was so easy for us to click.
Yeah,
because I was also that.
Exactly. So I feel like that side would have been like so foreign to you as like your experience of me. Yeah, I
would have been like, "Are you dying?"
Yeah, like, girl, is this a note?
Like what's going on?
So I think that was the one side I was scared about. The second side was like, if we would ever be able to like go back to the fun things after we've opened up this emotional side of our friendship. Like, would we still be able to have fun?
Yeah.
Would we still be able to have that vibe between us?
Yeah, because we had a lot of fun.
We do.
Like, we
you
have
know?
a lot of fun.
So it was like, now
We even
Kenji's
lose
going to
track
make it
of
so
time.
deep, and now it's going to be emotional.
Yeah.
Like, now we can't just kiki
Key,
and ha-ha when we
you
want
know?
to. It's now going to be deep chats, DMCs all the time. So I was very scared to like have that new side of our relationship start, because I didn't know how deep.
Because
it
even
would
when
get.
you were going through the stuff you were going through with your emotions and stuff,
Yeah.
I didn't realize where you were and your mental capacity and emotional capacity and all of that. And when you snapped at me, you're like, sorry, not everything is about this and that and that and the other, okay? And I was like, and then?
You see, and that was also misdirected.
Yeah.
Because it was also at a time where like we weren't speaking as much as we were speaking.
Yeah.
And it was like that drift was starting to happen. And so it was like, how this person just walks back in and she's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, girl, mind
You
yourself.
can't pick up where we left
You can't
off.
just pull up
We need
skirt.
to deal
You know
with
what I mean?
everything
We need to unpack.
and be
okay?
like, why?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think also because I found myself in a lot of friendships where I give a lot and I'm always the one who listens.
Yeah.
And I think I said it to you that like you're one of the main people who make me feel like I'm being listened to. And so in that moment, it was like all this energy is going out, and now even this person who listens to me is also trying to take all my shit. Like, girl,
What's happening?
What's going
Can
on?
you not see that I'm having a moment? At least you out of everyone should be
Man,
able to see.
hello,
Right.
hello, you know.
Yeah.
So again, like that was very misplaced in the moment. But it was also because I was going through my own
Shit. At the time.
unwinding, yeah, and like decluttering as well.
And that's when I was like, oh, you speaking to me like that?
Literally,
I will show you. I will show you where the sun doesn't shine.
like,
I literally was like, yeah, never are you ever firstly going to speak to me like that. One.
Yeah.
Two, you're never going to hear from me again.
and
Like
then
literally.
my
And I was
person
like, no.
was like, because I spoke to my person
So
about
zeh.
it, and I was like, you know, like Kid usually listens to me, and like now.
She's just making shit about herself.
Exactly. And then he was like, okay, but did you even ask her how she's doing?
Yeah.
Did you even like check on her, like in her emotions though? Like, he's like, I hear what you're saying, because you know, in your heart, they're also
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
They're just
because you
agreeing with
even
everything.
responded fast.
Fast,
Chucks
exactly,
even. You're like, yo,
exactly.
sorry. And I was still in that.
in the field.
In the fields.
Yeah.
I tinge one papel.
Yeah.
Like,
And
no.
facts, Bella, I did though.
No.
That was the thing.
But I
did.
But looking back, days after even I just was processing, I was like, okay, she's going through a lot. Because you were doing what I did. You put me there.
Yes.
And that was me
Yeah.
being like, hi, I'm here. What's going on?
It was literally like a role
yeah.
switch. Yeah.
I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Where are you?
yeah.
Are you okay? Because even it was after our date and we were just being idiots. And we spoke
Yes.
to people that we weren't supposed to speak to. Did you say anything after that? Was he like, and then you and your friend, what's happening?
No. No. Just like, oh, it's totally fine. That's what he said. He was like, it's totally fine. Just
I can imagine. He's lying. He
glad
was
you guys
like,
having
he was like,
fun.
yes, I've made it. Chessa, Tenji, and Kia.
I'm glad you guys are having fun. I think that's what he said. He's like, I'm glad you guys are having fun. Yeah. And I was like,
The lies.
the spice.
Lie.
The spice.
He was like,
Literally, he was celebrating.
He was.
Celebrating.
He was like, oh my god. My two favorite people.
what a combo.
Hi. But yeah, you were doing that, and I didn't understand because to me, you were so. But I think it stems from what you said when you were with me or when you were interacting with me. You felt like you always needed to be put together. And that's a side that you probably didn't want me to see.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
I also didn't ask, let's keep up on my work. What's happening? And then when you realize that, okay, I just
what's happening? Yeah.
punched it in her face. That's when you're like, oh shit, no, sorry. This is not what I meant. This is what I meant.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck you and your meanings and your interpretations. And I literally muted you. And then, yeah. So, how do we show up for each other? Or how can one show up for their friends?
I think I'm going to take it back to our conversation where I was like, because I know when I apologized, I was like, I was in main character syndrome, you know, and everyone else was just features in my life.
Definitely.
But everyone else is going through is just the side story.
Yes.
I'm the main episode and things like that. So when it comes to showing up for each other, I think it's just first and foremost acknowledging that like we're all main characters, guys.
Yeah.
You know, we all have a storyline. Like we're all going through things whenever we're going through them.
Definitely,
you know?
yeah.
And just because we're going through things at the same time, it doesn't mean that like I can't be there for you or you can't be there for me.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be able to go through this shit together, you
yeah.
know, without making the other one feel exhausted and vice versa.
Because essentially that's what I thought it was good. Because
Yeah.
mine was to the doldrums.
Yeah,
And
no,
most of the time I was in that ugly, negative, dark energy.
Yes.
And I was like, hey, she's going to be emotionally exhausted. Because if I was drained. Like there was nothing left in me to give. And it took a lot to pep talk myself. So I could imagine, I can't have her in my space right now. Because then I need to show up in that light or that person that she knows me to be.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was like, nah.
But that's also the thing. I feel like we need to debunk that expectation that like...
Because you see, friend, like for example, I went through what I went through and I still need to put up the energy that everyone in the industry knows. And I can't be like...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel
I
like
need to be like, hi.
Yeah, we need to debunk
The show must
that.
go on.
Because that's not a human expectation. And I feel like in a lot of friendships, when we call each other like to show up for each other, I'm expecting Kian to be like this. And
you know,
I need
always
Kian to be like,
to the point,
yeah,
put together.
You know, this is the type of energy
to
that I
what
need.
they know. Yeah.
And it's like, no, the fact that she's my friend and she's just here. Like if I was in the hospital room with you or came to your doctor's appointments with you and I wasn't, hey, but like Oxalayo, I'm still there. That's me showing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we need to be able to understand that like as human beings, we are human beings and we can't always
kiki all the time. Yeah.
Like just showing up for each other means literally showing up for each other.
And that's what it is.
That's it, you know?
Friend.
And like also debunking the fact that
what are
you
you
need
gonna
to
say
be
now?
a certain way for me to be there for you.
Yes.
You know, you going through that dark season, that dark time. That's where you needed me
but
the
you
most.
see, no, but friend, okay, yes.
That's where you needed me the most.
Definitely.
You know?
But
like it doesn't help me being here for you while you're like this. That's not when you need me. It's when you were in the pits. You needed me to pull you up. That's where you needed me. You know? So making sure that you're a certain type of way before you reach out.
Yeah.
I think we need to stop putting that expectation on ourselves. Because that's still you being there for you.
Yeah.
Before you're allowing me to be
there
for
me. Yeah. I hear you. And I guess even our friendship till today, we still learning and growing, and it's still hard because it's like, you know, we can't leave what we went through and be like it didn't happen. You know,
definitely
we must still be like acknowledge it.
Yeah.
That okay, this is what happened. This is what we did, but this is. Going forward, not that this is gonna come back.
Yeah.
But going forward, should we have scary situations like this ever, whether it's you or I, how can we ensure that we're there for each other without feeling that the one is a burden? Because essentially, that was what I thought I was going to be outside of my family, obviously. I thought, I'm going to be a burden or moralo for you, you know? And I was like, nah, she doesn't need that. Because I know
what
how.
do you need?
Yeah.
What I need. What did you need, babes? What did you need?
I needed my friend.
You see?
I needed my sister. I needed my everything.
You know what I'm trying.
You know?
You know what I'm saying.
But we here now, friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's bittersweet, but it's more of a sweet moment.
Yeah.
It's sweet now. But yeah, man.
And this is what makes friendship more valuable. You know?
Yeah, because
you need both tastes.
You understand?
You must be sweet, sour,
sweet,
spicy,
sour,
salty,
and everything.
Exactly. The whole buffet.
But yeah, man. But I'm good. I'm glad we're good.
Yeah,
I'm glad we're
too.
here.
I'm very happy.
But I knew that we were going to get to this point, but not this quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I think it's easy. And we've allowed that space to be tapped into for you and I.
And I think we've grown also.
Yeah.
In our own like journeys and paths.
Yeah.
It's made it easier. Because if this happened, or if this was trying to happen a year ago with that
everything
tension,
else,
it could have gone sideways.
Quick. Because you and I are both like, fuck.
Ma'am.
I go fuck it.
Yo, it could have gone hella sideways. So even in our own separate journeys, I feel like that was half of the reason how we got here, is that we also needed to go through
what we went through.
Issues. Yeah.
Okay, so any words of encouragement for people that have loved ones that are going through difficult moments and they don't know how to deal or how to show up for them?
I think first and foremost is be considerate, be compassionate. Remember, what I've grown to realize is that there's 7 billion people on this planet.
Yeah,
right.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot.
Which means there's 7 billion ways to be happy, to be sad, to be angry, to grieve, to go through things. And so we're all different, and we all handle things different. And so when you're trying to be there for somebody, do it from a place of understanding, not from a place of what you expect them to do or how you expect them to be. You know? Like, I expected you to reach out to me. I expected you to call me.
Yeah, because I can imagine, because then I'm sure, Luana, you were feeling like, oh, damn, then are we not that close?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's not how you interpreted what you were going through. You needed me to show up for you. So you didn't
and I didn't even communicate
it. Exactly.
Friend, I need you. Where are you?
Knowing that I should have just been at your door.
Bitch, open the door.
Ma'am, I should have been calling your mom, like, you know what I mean?
Where is she? Because I can't get a hold of her.
Exactly.
Do you know where she is?
Exactly. Instead, I was like, oh, well, if she needs me, she'll call me.
Yeah.
If she wants to talk to me, it's fine. She'll do it in her own time.
Yeah.
Not realizing that the other approach that you needed for me to be there for you. So I think with everyone trying to be there for the people we love.
And I'm actually learning now to say to my loved ones, I need you.
Yeah.
I need you to show up.
Yeah.
And also another thing is not trying to be mad for them to showing up in the best way they know how, not necessarily how I want them to.
Exactly.
That is what I'm also learning.
Yeah.
Okay, Kia is this. And maybe someone isn't this, but they can show up in a different way.
Yeah.
And for them, that is them showing up upon your request. That is also something that opened my eyes to that, okay, our love language is not the same.
Exactly.
And you can try and communicate, this is what my love language is and this is what I want and expect. But also placing expectations on people is also
very
downfall.
Yeah.
It's
very
downfall
unhealthy.
from there.
Exactly.
So
because sometimes I've learned that, like, what you think you need isn't always what you actually need.
Yeah. Space is what you need.
Exactly.
And that's a form of
Time
love
is
language.
what you need,
yeah.
you know? You don't need someone to smother you. You need to heal. You need to separate sometimes, you know?
But although I'm the person that I fuck up now and I will blow you up nonstop and I'll be like, answer your fucking phone.
Yes. Yeah.
Arava phone. Why are you not answering your phone? So it
Kia.
took you 3 days not to reach out to me, and then you reach out like nothing ever happened. Like, no. Why didn't you reach out to me for 3 days? Like, why? Because I'm that person that I can show up regardless of how busy I am.
Yeah.
I will answer that message or that call or whatever time of day it is, whether you want to sing, because we don't sleep like that. But we're learning that sleep, because adrenaline energy that is what got us here.
Yeah.
So I'm learning that you must take what you can get from people.
Exactly.
And that is their limit.
Yeah.
Because when you're the human being that goes the extra mile and can push yourself over that line and that boundary. Not everyone is equipped and built like you. But yeah, man. Yeah, I literally wasn't a bitch towards you only, friend. Like, legit. I was a bitch to guys, to everyone.
I can understand. I'm sure even
And can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, my family, girl.
It's not an easy process. Like,
my family, if they
lightly.
could disown me at the time, they could have.
No, I hear you though. Like, it's nothing light.
Yeah, it's not.
Really
It's
not.
Light. It's light now because everyone is seeing this side, the healed side.
Yes.
I'm not 100% there yet for me, but
we hear it out.
Yeah. But sure. This journey doesn't prepare you, because, for example, I was the way I was, right? Like, right? And guys are trying to hit up, and I'm like, no,
yeah.
I don't want utando right now. Like, literally, I was in love drought. I think a year or going to 2 years. And I was intentional with that. And I was like, no.
Nothing. Yeah.
It's not that there isn't. Because, there's
of
constantly.
Course. Ma'am,
hello,
please.
guy.
What are you talking about? Look at yourself.
There's constantly, even now, there's constantly human beings and people that are like, sup, shouty. And I'm like, Abiti ising hambi. No, not today.
Yeah.
Let me gather myself and pull myself towards myself, right? And we'll see, right? But also, when do you allow people in your space is also a thing, because healing is an everyday. Yeah, healing is an everyday thing. I'm not gonna, when the smile comes back fully, it's not gonna be like, okay, no, it's like fodile, I've healed, let's go. It's still gonna be a healing, because
it's gonna be a process.
Trauma, friend, that this journey, my 2012 was disgusting. Last year, 2022 was was worse, if not the same as 2012. But it changes you. I thought I changed in the previous journey that I had gone through, but this is just something else.
And you're probably going to change again. That's the thing.
Friend.
Like, you always come out of something and you're like, I'm the champion. I've made it. It's done.
This is me.
Moving forward.
This is the new me. Let's go.
Then life says jokes.
You understand? But I think even now I'm even more selfish with who I allow in my space.
Which
and I'm more...
Yeah.
I am more purposeful and intentional.
As you should be.
But sometimes I feel like, are you being unrealistic? Because now I even check you out at the easiest things. And I'll just be like, okay, no, can you just give me a few days?
Yeah.
And I might not even hookah. I'm like, I know, I've been through a lot. And I realized that there's always red flags in friendships and
everyone.
everything.
Yeah.
And because you're such a good person, you don't even see them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you choose not to see them.
You want to see the best in people all the time.
Even when you know deep down,
this is a rat.
It's a rat.
This is a rat.
It's a tweba.
This person is a rodent and they deserve to be there.
And then, you know, when people see them in the streets, people get starstruck and they're like, oh my God. And I was like, no, guys. Guys, we know them outside of what you guys...
Sir.
Like, no.
And this is the ghetto.
Like, legit.
That way.
Literally.
Yeah.
But, sure. It's now I'm more like, goodbye. Certainly not. But with you still remained pretty consistent, pretty much the same person, I know. Because I was hoping that she's still there somewhere. Because I was like, fuck, yeah, we would speak, yes, but of not seeing each other. Because it's different when you speak to a person here and here versus this, which is what I am all about. You know, I'm more about this than anything else. And I was like, sorry. I was like, oh, that was going to determine if I can still fucks with it or not.
Yeah.
And I was like, if she's still there, let's kick it. If it's changed and it's not for me, I'm like, yeah. Or as difficult, yes, as difficult as it would have been to walk away, and like, yo, fuck.
Yeah, respectfully, yeah. No,
I was still like, oh, the bitch is still there.
Wow, 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 wow.
Hello. Shaven, you were so excited. Like, I remember when I saw you on set, I was so, I could literally see it in your face. You know, like when you are beaming and you're like, ee! But you like had to like dim it back because then you saw my face. I was like,
like not today. Not today. I was like,
yeah, because even on the other one, I walked in and you were in the other room and I was like, hey, man, and you're like, shh. And you were also like, I'm like,
Ma'am, I'm working.
No, I'm like,
I am working.
And everyone was like,
I am working.
I'm like, hi, Naka, this is Emma Billy.
Stop it.
Please. Yeah. And everyone was like, who's she? But that's who we've always been.
Yeah.
And God damn it, I wish everyone had this. Like, it's guys. Love is not only guys.
Yes.
It's not only mjolo.
Don't ever
Guys,
get it twisted.
can we normalize loving our friends?
Don't ever get it twisted.
Ne? Can we normalize romanticizing friendships?
Respectfully. Yes.
Ne?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. No, we need to.
Yeah.
And especially female friendships.
Yeah.
As we get older, guys.
Yeah.
I'd rather have this
than this. Yes. Okay, no, we're not gonna finish. We'll probably do another episode because we're not gonna finish. Okay, and parting, guys, I'd like to say there's hope in everything. Don't give up on those that love you because all they want to do is be there for you. Trust me, you can't deal with anything or everything alone.
Yeah.
I know. And I had to learn the hard way. And thank God I still have her and still had her, you know. And I'm grateful and I'm happy. And yes, guys, yes. So treat those that love you with love. Yeah.
Love attracts love.
Yes, it does. In every shape and form and sizes. Bye, everyone. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode. And thank you for joining us today. Catch us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.
From me and Tenji, we love you.